So you join us now at the Europa Point in Gibraltar. That is the lighthouse at the bottom of Europa Point, and across there is Africa, or Morocco. Not many people come into Gibraltar with motorhomes, and there's a good reason for that. The roads are really tight. However, we did live here for 3 years, so we do know how they drive and how unpredictable they can be.
Also, we've got somewhere to park for the night.
We have got some park for the night.
A normal motorhome wouldn't be able to stay here overnight.
Yeah. So as usual, it's windy at Europa Point, which is quite normal. But there you go. Up there's Bufadero training area that belongs to the Royal Gibraltar Regiment, up on that plateau. And when I was based here, I used to use that quite a lot. Abseil wall, and you go around to what we call Europa Point Cafe, and we're going to go for a piece of cake and a coffee. And an apple juice. And an apple juice. That's the university over there. This is a new sports stadium. I say new, it's been there a couple of years, but which is relatively new in Gibraltar. So we've just had our coffee and a beer, and we're now walking down to the end of Europa Point. So we used to do this walk quite a lot when we were living here, and it's quite nice, but it gets very windy. That's the ferry we'll be going on Friday across to Morocco. These are all the old World War II gun positions. There's a lot of gun positions up there as well. Bufadero. Yeah. Ooh, look at a nice little yacht down there. Maybe that might be my old boss on there. That might be his yacht. His battery's about to die, so it's off. It's weird being back here. You know, I lived 3 years away. You're away for 9 months. But in Gibraltar, it takes a long time for things to happen. 9 months is but a blink of an eye. Nothing gets done very quickly. Walk into here. Walk back again. Yeah, loads and loads of tourists around. I suppose we're the tourists now. Doesn't feel like a tourist. Doesn't feel like we've been away that long. Catching up with friends, going to places that we used to like to go into, and just generally chilling out, really. Gonna walk back to the motorhome now, and then fight our way through town and go back to where we're staying, park up there, and then have a walk to the local shops. We're staying at a friend's house tonight. Like I've said before, Ian and Sarah's. And then tomorrow night we're at Ben and Sean's. The night after we're in the motorhome, because the day after that, Friday, we start off to Morocco. It's not an early start. The ferries go every 3 hours. So we're thinking about either 10 o'clock in the morning or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It all depends. We're just playing it by ear. Because we've sprinted down through Europe quite quickly, it feels as though we're on holiday but we've not had the opportunity to relax yet. Clearly we have, you know, on the way down on non-travel days, but yeah, we need to do more relaxing. And as from now, we're back to the old program loosely. If you want to stay in a location longer, we'll just stay. There's no rush. Down to stay in Morocco for just over 2.5 months, but we've got the 3-month stay. So this is us stocking up from Morrison's in Gibraltar, and we've just paid £1.09 a litre for diesel. So I'm going to say that again, £1.09 for diesel. Fantastic. Morrison's on Gibraltar and the Rock. And here we are in Morrison's car park. Stocking up with British food for over in Morocco. So we're going to head back to where we're staying now. Park up the motorhome, that's it. It's full of diesel, it's full of food. We've got spare diesel as well. I'm not quite sure the price of diesel over in Morocco, so because it's so cheap here. I got some here to go across, but inevitably it might even be cheaper in Morocco, so we'll have to see. However, I've got 15 litres of what we could call emergency fuel that I'll keep, and if the prices are less expensive for fuel in Morocco, I'll just put it in the tank first opportunity, so I'm not carrying that extra weight around with me all the time. So this is Gibraltar High Street, which we've seen many times before, and for an ex-artilleryman to have streets called Cannon Way and many other resemblances of artillery names or references throughout Gibraltar is quite refreshing. So the way Gibraltar was built by the Royal Engineers and defended by the Royal Artillery, that's the saying goes. And there's that many gun positions, or what resembles a gun position that's been turned into something else, that if you look hard enough you can still just make out where things have been mounted, searchlights from the Second World War, or anti-aircraft locations or gun positions. Gibraltar's a great place, really nice. Town hall down there. We did a cocktail party down there for the Freedom of Gibraltar parade, and actually on the left hand side there, it's covered in scaffolding now, but it's where the parade took place and the troops marched down the main street. Gibraltar can be quite claustrophobic to live in, but you've got the border. However, the Spanish take great pleasure messing people about trying to leave Gibraltar or trying to get into Gibraltar. There's queues, 6 or 7 lanes deep to try and get out of Gibraltar is quite common, and that's just Madrid laying pressure on the customs people to just put pressure on Gibraltar to transfer back to Spanish authority, and they do it by just being petulant children, really, messing people about to add pressure, because it's recognised that over 10,000 local Spaniards work in Gibraltar throughout the week, and obviously they've got to get in and out of Gibraltar. Most people have taken to mopeds or electric e-bikes or walking across, leaving the cars across the border and walking in. But if you work at the other end of Gibraltar, yes, it's quite small, but it's still 3/4 an hour to walk to work. So we're walking down into Irish Town now, which is basically where all the cheap shops are. Most of the main shops, the sort of tourist grotto shops as we call them, are on the main street, and not many tourists come down Irish Town because it's out of the way. So we tend to walk back this way because it's just less busy. And actually it's a bank holiday today. It's the 1st of May. So we've come at a really nice time. We're not surrounded by tourists. That's quite a nice picture, isn't it? Looking down from the top of the rock, Mons Calpe, that'll have been painted from. Looking onto Catalan Bay on the left hand side. In fact, actually, that is taken from the top of the rock, as in right at the end, because you can see where the cable car is, which is Mons Calpe, in sort of the centre ground. Then on the left hand side, the top is Hardingsbarry. There, Wendy's pointing at it now. And down in the dockyard down there, this is where I was based, which is the tower, the old naval base. Yeah, lovely. That's a lovely painting, that is. Yeah, so Gibraltar, it can be quite claustrophobic to live. However, with the border there, if you've got a motorbike or if you've got a scooter or something that you can just whiz across, then it makes it a lot easier to get across the border and back, rather than queuing in a car, literally, sometimes, for hours. But we came across in the motorhome yesterday, and we came straight in, but 10:30 on a Tuesday, we know historically, you know, in the morning is a good time to get into Gibraltar. And getting out of Gibraltar, well, that can vary really on the time of the day, on what season it is, or if there's a cruise ship in. We get these lovely little closed in lanes. Really historic Gibraltar. So I'm going to show you some videos now that I've made previously, because walking down Irish Town, although if you've not seen Irish Town, can be quite informative, but I'm going to change now to some videos that I've taken in the past, and I'm going to paste those in. I hope you enjoy them.
Here we go, one of the last ones to go across the Gibraltar runway.
There he is, last one across. Chief Minister.
Yay! Bye! Last one to go across the runway ever.
Now it goes end of an era. The runway in Gibraltar is closed to traffic. And that's it. Out come the barriers. open the tunnel.
I was in